Be prepared, a quiet shift is already in motion, and this moon is watching who's ready, and who isn't. Most people will look just another day, just a quiet uneventful square on the calendar, but quietly without drama, or announcement. The moon is slipping into a zone it hasn't touched like this in months. Something ancient is stirring beneath the surface of your soul. You've felt it, haven't you? That silent pull away from the noise, the people, the familiar. Isolation is wrapping around you like a cloak, but this is no ordinary solitude, it's been ordained. Mars, the cosmic warrior, has met Ketu, the headless mystic, and together they are severing the ties that once kept you anchored to a world you've outgrown. This isn't exile, it's extraction. You are being removed from the chaos because you no longer belong to it. The universe has heard the whispers of your soul, and now the fire of Mars is burning away distractions, while Ketu pulls you deep into your inner cave. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. The path of the chosen is never paved with comfort. It is carved through fire and silence. Mars brings intensity, action, disruption, but under Ketu's gaze, this action becomes inward. You are not being asked to fight the world right now. You are being forced to confront yourself. This isolation is your sacred crucible. Mars lights the fire. Ketu removes all external targets. There is nowhere to run but within. Your soul has signed a contract for transformation, and this is the phase where everything external fades so the internal can awaken. You are not losing people, places, or status. You are losing illusions. Look around. Everything that used to bring you joy might now feel hollow. Conversations that once flowed are now strained or absent. People may be ghosting you, pulling away, or misunderstanding your silence. Do not chase them. They are not rejecting you, they are being removed so your frequency can rise. Ketu is the great liberator from attachment, and Mars is the blade. Together, they sever. This isn't about loneliness. This is about sacred solitude. The kind that prophets, sages, and oracles have known for lifetimes. The kind that births revelations. You are walking through the wilderness, but not as a victim. As a vessel. You may feel forgotten by the world, but you are remembered by the cosmos. In fact, you've been marked, not for destruction, but for distinction. The chosen ones are always pulled away before they are placed. Before Moses led, he fled. Before Jesus taught, he wandered. Before you rise, you must be undone. Mars and Ketu are doing divine surgery on your soul. They are cutting away everything that can't survive where you're going. And yes, it hurts. Transformation always does. But your suffering is not random, it is precise. Sacred. Cosmic. In this silence, you are being taught to hear. In this isolation, you are being taught to trust. Mars is awakening your inner warrior, not to fight outside battles, but to slay the fears, doubts, and shadows within you. Ketu is detaching you from your ego's narrative so your spirit's truth can emerge. You are not who you were, and that's exactly why you feel like a stranger in your own life. Don't resist the stillness. Don't distract yourself with old comforts. Sit with the void. It is not empty. It is pregnant with downloads meant only for you. There are forces you cannot see aligning around you. You are not alone, you are in the presence of something vast, sacred, and unseen. This isolation is not passive. It's an active initiation. Mars forces momentum, even if it looks like stagnation. Ketu, the karmic dissolver, ensures that nothing fake survives this process. Friendships, habits, dreams built on insecurity, all of it must go. You may be screaming internally, "Why is everything falling apart?" But the truth is, things are falling into place. They must fall apart first. The divine always dismantles before it rebuilds. You are being invited into a new dimension of power. But this power cannot be worn like a costume. It must be earned in silence, in struggle, in surrender. Mars wants you to act, but Ketu wants that action to be holy. This is not a time for performance. This is a time for purification. The battlefield is within. The enemy is not them, it's your attachment to the version of you that needed their approval. That version is dying. Let it. The new you is not born through applause, but through isolation. It is the sacred womb of rebirth. Everything you've ever avoided is now sitting with you in the silence. The abandonment wounds. The betrayal. The unworthiness. This is not a punishment. It is sacred exposure. Mars is shining light on your inner shadows, and Ketu is ensuring you can't run from them anymore. The chosen are not chosen because they are perfect, they are chosen because they are willing. Willing to face the fires. Willing to be broken open. Willing to walk alone if it means walking in truth. You are in the temple now, not made of stone, but of silence. Do not curse the quiet. It is sacred. You are not being hidden from your destiny. You are being hidden for it. Mars and Ketu are not delaying your blessings, they are refining your vessel to hold them. If they gave you everything now, it would crush you. Your isolation is the universe's protection. You are not ready to be seen, not because you are unworthy, but because your light is still being configured. You are not missing opportunities, you are being realigned to divine ones. What you think you lost was simply a misalignment being corrected by the cosmos. So breathe. Cry if you must. Surrender if you can. But know this isolation is your initiation. The chosen ones are being summoned into a season of sacred transformation, and Mars-Ketu are the gatekeepers. They care nothing for your comfort. Only for your consecration. You are not who you were. You will not return to what you knew. This is the shedding. The sacred silence. The holy unraveling. And when it is done, you will not only rise, you will radiate. Not for the world's approval, but for the soul's fulfillment. Isolation is not abandonment. It is the womb of destiny. There is a divine intelligence behind this cosmic separation. Every person drifting away, every plan falling apart, every delay or redirection, it's all by design. You're not being cursed. You're being called. Mars is not only cutting ties, it's revealing where your energy has been bleeding. And Ketu? Ketu is pulling your spirit away from distractions, illusions, even identities that no longer align. You may feel like you're dissolving, and that's because you are. The old self is no longer needed for the next level. The flame is not consuming you, it's refining you. You are in the chrysalis. And no one can crawl inside with you. The ones who are meant to walk with you will still be there when you emerge. But for now, the path is narrow. It was never meant for the crowd. The chosen are not loud. They are set apart. Isolation is not an absence, it's a sacred echo chamber. The universe is amplifying your inner voice by muting the outer ones. Your ancestors are whispering, your spirit guides are watching, and your higher self is steering. The ego panics when alone, but the soul remembers. This isn't your first initiation, is it? You've walked alone before in other lifetimes. This is your soul's ancient rhythm returning. During this transit, your dreams may intensify. Your sleep may be broken. That's not insomnia, that's initiation. Mars is activating your warrior archetype in the astral realms. Ketu is dissolving veils between dimensions. Don't ignore the visions, the visitations, the signs. The universe speaks in silence, not in noise. You are receiving what others cannot perceive. Because you were never meant to follow. You were meant to remember. You are being taught in the language of energy now. Words will fail. But your intuition won't. Trust what you feel more than what you see. This Mars-Ketu alignment is not gentle. It is surgical. And surgery always comes with bleeding, with rest, with scars. But those scars are sacred. They are not signs of weakness. They are sigils of survival. You are not broken, you are breaking open. There's a difference. You are not meant to be who you were yesterday. You are a moving temple, a shifting constellation, a living prophecy in motion. The divine is more interested in your surrender than your strategy. Let the ego step back. Let the soul step in. This path is walked with spirit, not intellect. You may feel like everything is being stripped from you, but what's truly happening is this: everything false is being burned away. Mars gives you the courage to release. Ketu ensures you don't cling again. This isolation is a detox. Emotional, energetic, karmic. You are clearing lifetimes of residue, contracts, and karmic loops that no longer serve your elevation. The grief that arises is holy. Mourn the old timeline, yes, but do not try to revive it. It has served its purpose. Now, let it be buried with grace, not guilt. Remember, all masters were once exiled. All prophets were once silenced. All lightworkers have known the ache of disconnection. But solitude never meant disempowerment. It meant separation for sanctification. You are being crowned in private so you can walk in purpose publicly. But the crown is heavy. That's why the preparation is brutal. Your spirit called this in. It knew what was required. Even when your mind protests, your soul knows, this is exactly what must unfold. Mars and Ketu are just answering your soul's request to be free. Do not romanticize the past. It was not better, it was familiar. And now the cosmos is asking you to choose growth over comfort. That's what Mars demands: action, motion, courage. And that's what Ketu demands: detachment, surrender, liberation. Together, they create a sacred storm inside you. Not to destroy you, but to awaken your true power. You will look back on this season and realize, it didn't ruin you, it revealed you. And the isolation? It didn't break you. It birthed you. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. The silence isn't empty, it's filled with codes. Codes only the chosen can hear. Pay attention to the chills, the nudges, the patterns. Synchronicities are becoming your compass now. Don't try to explain them. Just follow them. Mars activates the fire in your belly, Ketu activates the knowing in your bones. The world may not understand your path, but that's because it's not theirs to walk. You are being led by something older than time, something wiser than logic. This is soul-led evolution. If you're still waiting for permission, here it is, you are allowed to outgrow everything. Every belief, every person, every version of you that was built on survival. Mars is cutting the cords. Ketu is closing the karmic loops. And you? You are finally free to rise. Not everyone will understand this phase. That's okay. You weren't born to be understood, you were born to be activated. Let them misunderstand. Let them project. Let them go. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to remember who you are, and that always begins with walking alone. Soon, this silence will sing. Soon, this solitude will birth clarity. But for now, rest in the in-between. Let the fire refine you. Let the detachment cleanse you. You are walking through a sacred corridor between timelines. And as you do, the universe is whispering truths only the isolated can hear. You are being trusted with a higher frequency, and that trust requires separation. Mars and Ketu are guardians at the gate of your next chapter. They will not let you pass carrying what cannot survive the light. This is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Ketu removes the masks. Mars reveals the mirror. You are not broken, you are breaking free. The silence is showing you your original blueprint. The truth you buried. The magic you forgot. And soon, that truth will erupt like wildfire through your voice, your art, your presence. But for now, you must protect the seed. Isolation is the soil. The storm is the nourishment. And your soul is the root. Let this be your mantra: I am not being punished. I am being prepared. Over and over, say it. Breathe it. Anchor it. The chosen path is not about ease, it's about alignment. Mars will keep pushing you to act in truth. Ketu will keep stripping away anything false. And the pain you feel? It's the old self crumbling under the weight of your becoming. You are not weak for resting. You are not lost for being still. You are becoming dangerously aligned. And that kind of power requires space. The world will try to distract you. Your old patterns will try to resurrect. But stay strong. Mars gives you fire. Ketu gives you faith. You are entering the era of inner authority, the kind that doesn't seek validation. The kind that doesn't chase. The kind that knows. You are not who you were even a month ago. That version died in the silence. And what rises now is sovereign, sacred, and unstoppable. Do not run back to what felt familiar. Run forward into what feels fated. And when the time is right, you will emerge. Not loud, but luminous. Not hurried, but holy. The silence will lift. The veil will dissolve. And your presence will shift rooms without you saying a word. Why? Because the universe doesn't crown the loudest. It crowns the most aligned. The most surrendered. the most real. And you, chosen one, are being shaped into that. So breathe deep. You are almost through. Let the isolation finish its holy work. The isolation was never a punishment. It was a preparation. A purification. A sacred pause in time where the universe whispered, "Now, it's your turn." Mars-Ketu have marked you, not for destruction, but for distinction. You were called out so you could be called up. And when you rise, because you will, it won't be with noise. It will be with knowing. With quiet fire. With divine authority. And the world will look at you and wonder, where did they go? And the answer will be simple, I went within. And I returned as the storm. There's a profound loneliness that only the spiritually awakened understand, the kind that doesn't come from a lack of people, but from a lack of resonance. You can be surrounded and still feel alone. That's not because you're broken, it's because your frequency no longer fits the environment you once called home. Mars and Ketu are energetically muting anything that would distract you from your ascension. You are not meant to echo, you are meant to emit. The loneliness is not punishment. It is the sacred silence between the old identity and the emerging self. This is where you begin to hear your real voice. This is a season where inner vision sharpens while outer validation fades. You are no longer being led by what others think. You are being guided by something much older, something rooted in soul memory and cosmic alignment. That's why external approval feels meaningless now. Mars is calling you to move differently. Ketu is asking you to let go of needing to be understood. You are becoming immune to illusions. And when that happens, it can feel isolating. But in truth, it's empowering. You no longer need to be seen, because you finally see yourself. You may be called to let go of what once gave you identity. Roles, careers, relationships, even spiritual labels, all of them are being questioned under this cosmic alignment. That's because who you are becoming cannot fit inside who you've been. Mars pushes you into action even when you're afraid. Ketu strips away the safety net you once clung to. The ego will panic. The soul will breathe. Allow the falling away. The new identity is not a mask, it's your essence, finally free of distortion. You are not empty. You are being cleared. There is no going back from this point. The Mars-Ketu conjunction is a one-way portal. Once it opens something in you, it cannot be closed. You may try to return to old patterns, but they will feel lifeless. You may try to reconnect with old versions of yourself, but they will no longer respond. That is because your frequency has changed. Permanently. This is the death of the seeker and the birth of the embodiment. You are no longer searching for the light, you are realizing that you are the light. The separation was always the setup for remembrance, so trust this sacred solitude. Not everyone can walk where you're walking. Not everyone was built for the silence. But you were. This path is ancient. It is etched into your bones and braided into your breath. Let Mars fuel your courage. Let Ketu refine your clarity. And let this isolation be your sanctuary, not your sentence. You are not being erased. You are being rewritten by the stars themselves. And soon, when you step back into the world will not recognize you, but it will remember you. Because your soul didn't come to fit in. It came to wake others up. You were never abandoned, you were being aligned. This isolation is not your end, it's your sacred beginning. Mars and Ketu didn't come to punish you, they came to purify you. Trust the silence. Honor the transformation. And remember, the chosen are always called out before they are called forward. If this message resonated with your soul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss another divine transmission from the cosmos. Your awakening is just beginning.